My manager tried to fire me to protect a Karen who screamed, "I don't care if you're starving." She ended up getting fired instead, plus 2 updates. It's 2 p.m., and I am starving. I am just coming back from the fast food joint down the street and walking towards the break room with my food, hoping to enjoy a quiet lunch. As I'm getting to the door, a blonde woman in her 50s begins to follow me, and she starts making that really annoying psst noise. She does it about 3 times, but I ignore her since I am not a dog. After she realizes that I am not going to react to her summons, the conversation goes a little something like this: woman yelling, "Excuse me, oh sorry ma'am, I am on break right now, but let me get one of the other employees to help you out." At this point, I begin to reach for my walkie-talkie to call someone to the aisle for help, but she isn't having any of it. Woman, what? I will not be treated like this. I am a value customer and I demand to be treated as such. You will provide your service to me right now, and that is that. No questions asked. Ma'am, I would be happy to help you, but my lunch break is only 30 minutes and... Woman, I don't give a damn. I don't care if you're starving. The customer always comes first. At this point, I didn't even retaliate. I just turned around and ignored her as I walked into the break room with my key and shut the door behind me. She began to angrily pound on it for a few seconds until she finally stopped, presumably because a coworker came to the rescue. I later found out that she complained to the manager, and of course the manager simply sucked up to her and told her that I would be dealt with because an employee should never refuse service to a customer, even if they are on break. This supposedly applies even if I call another employee over the walkie for help. Honestly, I am just venting. I am getting so sick and tired of this company, the management, and especially the customers. What is wrong with people? Update. Anyway, I decided to follow everyone's advice, so I called corporate to complain that I was basically reprimanded for following policy and refusing service to a customer during my break. Of course, corporate immediately sided with me, and everything seemed like it was going to be fixed and my name would be cleared. But no, of course not. In the world of retail, things aren't always so clear-cut. Lo and behold, there's another factor here, the customer herself. Apparently, she called corporate and demanded that I be fired for being rude to her. Now, the thing is, the store has cameras, and it turns out they investigated, but since there's no audio, the only thing they saw was me walking away from the woman and slamming the break room door behind me. Now, you'd think that's bad enough, right? Wrong. I asked a supervisor, who is a longtime buddy of mine, to check the punch-in sheet just out of curiosity, and guess what? Someone deleted my break time that was logged into the system. So now, not only am I being accused of refusing service to a customer, but I am also being accused of not clocking out and leaving the premises to get food. What is going on? Was this a computer error, or did the manager really do this on purpose to save his own ass? Or does he simply not like me? We have a long history of run-ins, and it is well known that he does not like me. But here's the thing, I will not lay down and die. I will fight this thing to the end, even if right now it seems like I have no allies. Update. So basically, 2 big things happened today. First, I woke up bright and early and made a call to corporate. My plan was to state that I needed my issue investigated further. As expected, the person on the other end of the phone told me the same thing they had already told me the first time I called. But then I said the magic word, subpoena. As soon as I made the calm yet firm threat, the person immediately told me to hold on. He got his supervisor on the line, to whom I explained my situation once again, and he assured me that he would look into the matter. I also asked for a way to email the president of the company, and I sent an email explaining my situation as well. But I didn't stop there. I had another plan. I was going to catch my manager red-handed myself, just in case corporate failed. Second, I walked into work and immediately went into the manager's office. I stood in front of him, and the conversation went like this. I have to speak with you about something really important. Manager, can it wait? I need to finish looking over these documents before 12. No, it can't wait. My supervisor told me that my clock in and clock out time from lunch 3 days ago was not on the log. I know I punched out and in, so what happened? Manager, weird. I'll look into it for you, all right? Oh, no need. I already called corporate, and they said they'd look into it personally. At this point, I had the widest, crap-eating grin I have ever had in my life. It felt so good. The manager audibly gulped, no doubt crapping his pants. Manager, that wasn't really necessary. You could have come to me about this first. Oh, I know, but I just didn't want to waste your time, seeing as how you're always busy and all. You have more important things to do, like look over documents. He visibly began to get annoyed by my attitude and sarcastic tone, but I was just enjoying it way too much. Manager, now listen, I'm not really liking your tone right now. Me, I apologize. Anyways, I just wanted to give you a heads up in case corporate asks you any questions. You know how they are. I said that last part because I had a small suspicion that since he was a new manager, he probably didn't know that the system logs all deletions and reentries. My end game was simple. I was hoping that due to this threat about corporate, he would simply go back and add my times back onto the log. And guess what? He did just that. A couple of minutes after our conversation, he came up to me and said, I found out what the problem was. There was a glitch in the system and apparently it didn't register your punches. But everything is fixed now. Your log time should be there. Me, wow, thanks, I appreciate it. But wait, there's more. Just a couple of hours into my shift, I see the manager leaving the store, angrily slamming the office door on his way out. I asked my supervisor buddy what had happened. My supervisor ran out to catch up with my manager. They talked for a while outside, after which my manager got into his car and angrily drove off. Then my supervisor came back inside, walked up to me and said, Dude, I'm sorry to tell you this, but he's screwed. Corporate found evidence of data tampering in the punch-in log. Apparently, he deleted your times yesterday and added them back this morning to cover his ass. So there's that. He will probably get fired and I will probably keep my job. That is how you do things when someone is trying to mess with your life.